friends, it's Danielle. I am back with you again, and I had so much fun yesterday doing a background on top of a card. That was fabulous. So, excuse me a second. While I was looking at this afterwards and gluing it together, I had this piece of purple left over, and I thought, I wonder. See, you can make it into a nice card, and then you can just put your name and stuff on the back. I'll show you how I do that in a later video. But, yeah, I thought I have this nice napkin sitting off to the side. Let's see what happens if we just put it on a piece of cardstock colored paper. This is not a heavy-duty cardstock. This is just a, I think I got this at Michael's. It's just a regular cardstock paper. So I'm just going to cover it again with our tacky glue mixed with clear gesso and water. And this is just my glue brush that I have decided this is going to be glue for now on because it just works good in spreading the glue. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And let's just start, hey? Let's give this a little shaky shake. That's all you gotta do. Shake it, and then sometimes these little tops are really hard to get off. Give it some glue. Once again, I probably should have put water underneath it. And it's not too late. Let's just do that really quick. You know, when you want to move something, it's like, I don't want to. So we're just going to put a little water under there so that it doesn't buckle on me. And maybe it'll stay down just a little bit better. So, and then I'm just going to just paint this whole piece of paper. Maybe I won't go all the way to the edges. Maybe I will. I haven't decided. Ah, I did right there. But I'm just going to get the whole paper full of this glue solution that I've created. It works pretty good. I do enjoy it. And then we're going to put our lovely napkin on top, just like we did yesterday. And the day before that, actually, I think I did the same. Did that with a different one. No, that was just the part one. Never mind. I've been doing so many videos. This, actually doing this YouTube channel has gotten me to do something every day. So it is encouraging me, even on bad days, to get my butt up and make some art. And the only way you can improve in your art is if you do it, and you do it, and you do it, and you do it. You keep on doing it. So I'm just going to take this. I think it looks good right about there. And I'm just going to see where we are and start pressing it down. Try to get that seam out of there. That's the wonderful thing about napkins. They just work wonders with you. So, and they're forgiving a little. If you get really big bubbles, like really big, you can always poke a hole in them and get those out of there. But yeah, look at this. It's just on a purple piece of paper. So after this, then I have some ideas of what to do with it. Now we're going to cover the whole thing with this glue, gesso, water mixture. And I showed you my gesso yesterday. I'm going to show you again here in just a second. And you know, these little wrinkles, it's not a big deal. It really isn't, especially with something like this. Sometimes it's nice to have a little bit of, you know, just, it's not just a wrinkle, it's definition. It's something for the inks and dyes and watercolor, gouache. It's something for all those things to play off of. And it's super simple. You can do it. I want you to try. Okay, I think I got it all the way to all the edges. And that's what we're going to do. I love making backgrounds. Backgrounds are my favorite thing to do, and this is going to literally be one of my favorite backgrounds. If this works the way I think it will, this is going to be one of the best background ways Pretty excited about this, actually. Yeah. Okay. Make sure we're... You know, it's one of those things. When you're starting off doing this stuff, you have to learn all the ins and outs. And I sit down. A lot of people stand up to do their art, and my table is a little lower. So, I don't know if you can hear that or not, but that was my coffee saying, I'm done. I'm shutting off now. If you haven't had enough, too bad for you. Okay. I think it is good all the way around. Yep, all the way to the edges. Now it's got to dry. So we're just going to leave it set, let it dry, and then we're going to see what we have with that. Okay? Okay, I'll talk to you later. Wow, that took forever to dry. So, just a little reminder. I know you just saw this, but I put this on just a piece of purple paper, and I let this one dry completely because I wanted to see how does it rip when you let it dry completely. And there's a little bit of glue around the edges, so the glue around the edges is kind of stiff. But if you kind of pull down on it a little bit away from what your project is, then it rips better. But I think this turned out really nice. I mean, it's a completely different color, and it would make a very fine background. So what am I going to do with this? I don't know yet. I'm going to let my imagination run wild, and then I'll be back to you because we're going to figure this out. And then I want to see what you come up with. Really, truly. Look at that. I mean, it started off this color. Wow. I mean, my mind is just exploding with ideas right now. So, yeah, I'm going to go figure out some stuff, and I'll be back. I'm excited. Are you excited? Are you excited? Because I'm excited. Okay, so real quick, I had this great idea. Liquitex Super Heavy Gel Medium. I love this stuff. It does get kind of goopy if you don't use it regularly, so make sure you use it so it doesn't. But I got this cool little stencil, again, from the Dollar Tree, and I want to try it. So let's try it and see. That might be a lot. Yeah, I think I want to try this whole thing on here, and this will dry clear. This is going to be awesome. I just have a feeling. So no matter what else we do, wherever I put this stuff, it'll be like a resist right there. So there will be no color change in this area. I just thought this was really pretty. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I like it. So we're going to leave that like that, and then I think I'm going to try a little bit of it right here in the corner. Just 'cause. Why not, right? And then who knows what I might come up with after this. Who knows? If you're really old, you may remember only the shadow knows. Or if you have parents who said that. But I figured my phone is about to die. Get that little part. Yep. And so I thought, let's just do this really quick, and then we can let it dry, and my phone can charge all at the same time, and voila. Voila. I think it looks, that's fancy. And I like to scrape all the extra I can off of my stencil. Number one, that's not all going down in your drain. And number two, why not? So if you get this stuff, I recommend, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. I recommend putting some plastic over the top and then putting your lid on it, because I think that has kept it from getting more and more dried out. And then really put it on there really good. So again, this is Super Heavy Gloss Gel Medium, and I think that That looks fantastic. You know, part of me is like, well, I should have just done that with white. But it's good. It's going to be fantastic. I'm going to go wash this stuff off, charge my phone, and I will be back to you. Okay, I'm back. That took a full day. And I did another video while I was waiting. But look how pretty this turned out. And I'm hoping, let's see, can you see the shine? If you're not remembering, we took our Liquitex Heavy Gel Medium Glossy, and we used this stencil from the Dollartree. Look at how pretty that is. And we put that on here, and now it's all dry. And now we can see what we might do with it. It's on a blue piece of paper. Blue. It's on a purple piece of not very hard construction paper. Just like a normal, not construction, cardstock. Wow. Okay, where's my brain today? Anywho, so all I did was take our tacky glue, water, and clear gesso mixture. My gesso is from Winsor & Newton. And I put half water, half glue, and then I used it, so it was about that full. And I put some, like 3 tablespoons of gesso in there, mixed it up. That works pretty good. I like it. It gives it a good texture. Like it's really stuck on there, but you still have that feel to where it's not like glossy everywhere from the glue. So I was thinking, since this turned out so dark and that is so light on there, that maybe we would use inks. I have Dr. P.H. Martin pen white. Some awesome stuff. I have Aquafina. This is Gold Limit. Oh my goodness, this is the prettiest gold. It is whitish gold. It is so fancy, so beautiful. Just a little hint. Always make sure you have your lids on before you shake, because I bought this brand new, playing with it, set it down, went to shake it, and the lid was not tight, and it went literally all over me, all over the table, all over the art piece. The art piece ended up being fine, but wow, it was a lot. And then I have this Ecoline. This is watercolor, liquid watercolor. This is just straight up gold, and I'm not sure which one is going to do best on this. I also have my black, which is what I thought I would use in the beginning, but since this is so dark, we're going to use that sparingly. Yeah, very sparingly. Okay, I'm going to say we're just going to jump in here and see what happens. I have no idea. I'm going to find a little something to put these inks on, because sometimes they're, excuse me, sometimes they're very staining, especially the black. It comes off of my table, but you know, I have this pretty little thing. Why not use it, right? I got a set of 2 of those from the, what is that place called? Hobby Lobby. I like going to Hobby Lobby. We don't have one in Marquette. I wish they would put one in our town. Marquette, Michigan needs a Hobby Lobby. Just in case they're listening or they hear this from somebody. Anyway, yeah, you need to put one in Marquette because we need one. And yeah. So, Hobby Lobby is awesome. We have a Michael's. It's awesome too. Well, maybe not using this one because I can't get it open. Hold on a second. Okay, I got it open. If you can't get something open, my daughter and son-in-law got us this thing. There's no names on it. I wish there was, because there's nothing I haven't been able to open with this thing yet. And I have messed it up, if you can see that. Getting stuff open. Pieces going on my artwork. But I just put it in there and turned it and boom. Oh, don't do that. Be careful. You might get ink everywhere. Yeah, next time I see one of those somewhere, I'm going to probably get it and use one just for my art area because they're that good. Now, this stuff gets really thick. And you kind of have to squeeze out everything that's inside of it. And then shut it. Shake it up again. I've already added water to the bottle because it is so thick. It works good. But it's ridiculously thick. So I always add water to it. And we're going to start out with just a little. And see how that goes. I have inks that don't have these little eyedropper thingies. I'm telling you, you need the eyedropper thingy. It's amazing. Why would you make one that doesn't have one? I don't know. But I'm telling you, if I made them, they would all have, look at that. They would all have these little wonderful eyedropper thingies. And this goes far. And I didn't have the lid all the way on it. We almost had an episode of, well, that ruined the artwork. We have a white artwork now. But this stuff goes very far. The only thing that I have found that goes even farther is, you know what, I'll get it out and show it to you, just so I get it right. But that stuff goes really, really far. Yes. Also from Dr. P.H. Martin. Dr. P.H. Martin Bleed Proof White. This stuff will rock your socks. It's thick. You can add water to it right in there, or you can just take out a little bit and add water to it. That stuff is fabulous. I love it. But for this day, we're going to use the other stuff. Oh, and I forgot water. Okay, and through the magic of YouTube, that just took like a second. It didn't take like any time at all. I'm just going to give it a little water to loosen it up a bit, especially that one. And we're going to see what happens. And if it doesn't work, it's okay. Okay, so I'm just going to go on here and I'm going to give that a little zhuzh too. Maybe with this. We're going to let it move. We'll let it move and do its thing. Oh, look at that already. We're just going to see where it goes. You know, this is the fun part. Just adding a little bit of, you could do this probably with watercolor as well. It just goes around all those little pieces that you just made. I'm going to really quick just shut the door because there's people in the house today. They're making phone calls and I don't know if they want you to hear it. Are we in this? Yeah, we are. Okay, so I'm going to just continue seeing where these go. Look at that. Wow. I love this. I am loving this. This is pretty. I like how it's just following all these little places and you can just, like I said before, this really gives you a lot of water. Sometimes it's not, see, sometimes it's not exactly what you're looking for because it just takes over. That's a lot of water. And you just dab it up. Just give it a little dab. And then maybe get out a different water bottle, like old Febreze bottle. And we're going to try that one for a minute and see how that goes, because heavens to Betsy, man, that's a lot. That turned out to be a lot of white. I like the idea of this having the white along the edge, though. I think that would be really good. I really do. I'm going to give it a little bit of water this way, just so it'll move a tad. Yeah, I like that. And you can just move it and let it flow. See, you want to make sure you can see all that movement. That's pretty. Okay, let's try the gold limit. It's just gold, but it says limit on it. And it's just my favorite gold. It's so delicate. We're just going to do lots of it. The white and the gold, and then I think I want to hit it again with a black at the very end when I'm happy with it, just to give it depth, you know, just to give it a little bit of something. That. And yes, this is just paper, so it's going to get very, very wet. All of a sudden, there you go. It's going to get very, very wet, and you're going to be like, oh, it's floppy. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Give it a little more water. I think this is going to be very pretty. And then who knows what we're going to do with it. I mean, you can make this as a background, right? This could be a fabulous background to a card. I'm going to give this a little water over on this side. So it'll just move a little bit. Make sure you're still in frame. Yep. And then a little more water, white up here on the top of this one. And then we're going to hit it with some, I like that white around the edges. I think that's a good idea. And I didn't try this ahead of time, so I have no idea how this is what it's gonna look like, how it's gonna work, if it's gonna work, if it's gonna look like total crap-a-rama at the end. If you may never see this video, because I may be like, ew. But I don't see myself saying ew, or you're not gonna see this video. I want to be very, very transparent. Transparent like the stuff on here. The gesso. No, that's not gesso. Gel medium. Like the gel medium. If we would have used gesso, which you can, it would work. It would work just fine. Get some of this off of here. And just let her rip, man. See how pretty that is? It's looking really nice. I'm not really the one who does this, like, drippy. I love the drippy drippies, but I haven't been one to do the drippy drippies because it's hard. It's not easy to do the drippies. Sometimes you have to be like, I'm going to be fearless today, and I'm going to try it. We'll see what happens with the drippy drippies today. Look at that. Okay. You still in there? Yep, you can see it all. Okay, now I think I'm going to try just a tiny little peeny weeny black. Oh, it's all stuck too. These things dry out so fast inside those little drippers, but it's necessary. And you can also just, with this stuff, it takes so little. Look at that. Can you see that? A little tiny? Yep. That's all I'm going to use. Get a little water on it. And oh my goodness, look at what it does. So we're just going to give it a little bit of black here and there. Let's see what happens. This is not, I don't want it to take over. I really, 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 really don't. That's another reason why I stopped leaning it. I just want it to move a bit and see what happens. And you won't even know the full amount of how this is going to work until it's dry. It may take a few. It's gonna take a few. Wow, look at that. It just goes right in there. It's like, dude, suck it up, man. Here I come. It's like so strong. Sorry for all the tink tink tinks. But wow. I just really like this. I think we need a little more. A little more, closer to the edges, I think. Yep. I don't know what that's from. I don't remember. But I think I just want this to be kind of dark along this edge. Yeah. I think that would be really cool. Just that darkness, you know. And we're going to hit it with a little bit of black right in all this white. Just to give it a little gray. Make it something where it moves a bit. Defines it a tad. Now this is going to take some time to dry. Wow, it's going to take some time. It's very, very wet. I mean, I don't know if you can, it's really wet. And with it just being paper, it's really, really wet. But I want you to try this. Do you see how little I'm doing here? I mean, I put some glue on a piece of paper. Glue on a piece of paper and added a napkin. And then what? We added more glue on top of the napkin. And we let that dry. And then we put some heavy gel medium on top of it with a stencil that cost me all of $1.25. And then we have some ink on there. So it's not anything that anybody else can't do. It's just spraying some water on top and adding some different inks on top and seeing what happens. It's super easy. I think it might need a little bit more of the black. Just like a hair. I have to stick a needle inside there and see why it's not sucking it up for me. Yeah, I think we need a little more black just around these edges a little bit just to see, to give them a little definition. It's starting to dry now, so you can find those little spots easier. Yeah, I like it. And then, again, if it doesn't turn out good, then what are you out? Not a whole lot. Super easy. And get some of the water off of there. Yeah, just a little bit more. Come on. It just feels like there's something stuck right in the end of it. Come on, little dude. Come on, little dude. It's squeezing a little bit. That's it. It's like, nope, I'm not ready to come out. like, I don't like my outfit. I'm not going anywhere. Wow. That just turned my water so black. My water is like, wow, that was overwhelming. Thank you. But seriously, look at this. You can do this. If I can do this, you can do this. This is the easiest, most relaxing thing. And then it's even relaxing to talk to yourself while you're doing this. Talk to your phone. Talk to yourself. Have a conversation with a friend on the phone. Yeah, call somebody up and have a little conversation with them while you're arting it up, because that's what I like to do. I always tell my daughter, I'm like, you need to come over so we can just art it up, man. And she's always like, Mom, you're so weird. I am weird. It's okay. I don't mind it. Okay, I'm not going to touch it anymore. I'm going to leave it alone and let it dry, and we'll see what it looks like when it's fully dry. Okay, I'm pretty excited. I hope you are too. Okay. Well, hello. It has been a couple of days. I'm not going to lie. My cord is in the way because my phone is dying. It's a whole day today. I let this dry for 2 days. Mainly because it's really irritating me. It's not turning out the way I thought it would. It's making me very irritated. So I just let it set, and I thought about it for a little bit, and I thought, I'm going to finish it. We're going to make this into something, because right now it's just really not making me happy. So I have some wipies that I got at the I got at the Walmart. And sometimes taking a wipey to it can help, especially taking some of this off of that gel medium. Maybe take a little bit off of there for me. Maybe that will make me feel better. I'm not quite sure. I haven't touched it other than to just look at it and be like, what in the world? You ever have something in your life that you're just like, what in the world? What was I thinking? Ugh. I mean, they write songs about that. What was I thinking? So I'm not going to be gentle with this because I'm really not feeling it. I'm really feeling irritated. And I don't have my glasses on, so that would be a positive thing, right? Put your glasses on, Danielle, so you can see. Okay. Okay. It's not hideous. It's not horrible. It's not great. It's not what I was expecting. How many times do you in life just get everything you expect? If you do, kudos to you, because I don't. And if you ever hear me say haha, yeah, I talk text to my phone and I say haha and it prints it out. So a lot of times when I'm just talking now, I say haha. I've had my kids be like, you're not texting, we're on a phone call. And we laugh. Okay. I am liking this better. I think I had this idea while I was sleeping. Like, duh, if you don't like it, wipe it off. Now, a lot of this that's on the paper part of it is not going to come off, but still, as you can see, some of it does. And that's kind of what I wanted was for the the background to still show a bit. But we put the stencil on there, so I want the stencil to show up as well. There we go. That was bugging me. Okay. I'm not hating it anymore. How about that? Because to tell you the truth, I was pretty much hating it. This was one of those videos that was going to go in the recycle bin in my phone. That's what I use for this, my phone. My phone and this cool little stand I have. I'll make a video and show you the stand one of these days, because, you know, there's a lot of things that they advertise on social media. And they say, man, this is going to be perfect. It works like a charm. Well, other than my phone not fitting in the little clamp that they gave me, because my phone is humongous. Other than that, this is the mess you get. But other than that, the thing is wonderful. And they sent me a new clamp. I just think they're awesome. And I'll just tell you right now, it's called Canvas. I'll have to look. Fantastic product. I recommend it 100%. I absolutely love it. And if I can find the paperwork on my messy desk, I will show you real quick. But I'm not seeing it. It's hiding. It's hiding somewhere. Nobody likes when things are hiding, right? Sorry. I should have paused. Oh well. I will find it and I will make a video all about that. About my stand. It is fabulous. And my phone is fabulous too. It's a Samsung 22, Galaxy 22, I think. It's the one with the pen in it. I'll find out all that too. But I think this is turning out better. What do you think? Okay, I'm going to pause a second and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I found this. This is what I have. And I do not have a problem giving a shout out to people just because they have a great product. This is a great product. If you want to do anything, this has got a light on it, the whole 9 yards. It is awesome. But yeah, they went above and beyond to help me be happy about this thing, which I was happy about it, but my phone didn't fit. And they're like, we're testing out a new bigger clamp. Would you like to try it? Send us just the shipping and handling, and boom. They did. They sent me the new one, and it works like a charm, and I absolutely love it. And that was the thing that started this. I've been looking for a stand for so long and thinking this is not going to happen for me. I don't even know. And then I found this and I was like, yep, that's the one. So I was thinking back to our little stuff here. I have a couple of different pencils here and I'm not sure exactly what's going to work with what. This is Aqualable by Stabilo. It's white. It's supposed to be able to write on anything. Paper, glass, plastic, and metal. We'll see. I haven't really used it very much. This is by Derwentinktense Derwent watercolor pencils. I heard about these pencils, on another YouTube channel that I watch regularly. Marta, I bought two. I bought two of the bark because they're so cool. And then I went ahead and bought, asked Santa Claus for the entire set, and I got the entire set. So that was pretty awesome. But I will link Marta in the description box. But yeah, Marami's Small Art. She's the one that started with the Derwentinktense bark, and she's like, this color goes with everything. I want you to try it. I'm like, and I started watching, and I'm like, wow, it really does go with everything. And if you are doing something like this where you want to accentuate parts, I'll just give you a little, I mean, this may not work for what I'm trying to do here. I don't know. I'm just going to try it in a couple of places. We'll see what happens. But, yeah. Most of the time, this is like the best thing ever. So I'm going to get my little tiny round 6 Dollartree. It's just a nice little paintbrush that I found somewhere. This one may have been gifted to me. I don't know. Anyway, look at that, how it just, it's pigment, people. It's ink tints in a little pencil. I mean, it is awesome. I fell in love with Derwent. When I got them for Christmas, I fell in love with this product. I was like, wow. It's another one of those products that, you know, it does what it says it's going to do. It is fantastic. So I thought maybe if we just kind of go around a couple of these with a little bit of the bark, that will just give it a little bit of a hint of a shadow. Yeah, I just think that looks really awesome. We'll see. We shall see. Now, you can get these wet. You can go right on top of a wet paper. You can draw something with them and then turn right around and paint over it with water. I mean, when I tell you, if you want a really nice pair, they have all different size packages too. If you want a really nice set of watercolor pencils, Derwentinktense, if you can get your hands on some of those. They also have a beautiful set of charcoal pencils, colored charcoal, and I have those as well, and those are fantastic as well. Absolutely love them. I think we're going on this side and do this one, and maybe we'll do the and you can do this little number. Go right from the paint, from the pencil. Am I in? Yep, I'm in. You can go right from the pencil. I like that too. You can go right from the pencil right onto your artwork, and it just is like magic. I don't know if I could ever say enough nice things about the Derwent line of products. I want to do it on this side too. And then maybe we'll try that white one on the opposite side. That's what I'm thinking right now. We'll do the bark on one side, and we'll try the white one. Like I said, I haven't really worked with the white one, so I guess we're going to see. But the white one is from Stabilo. And I just want these to like have a shadow. See what I mean? Just a cool little shadow. on one side. Like just a shadow. Okay, I like that. Maybe we'll put a little shadow inside some of these too. The only problem is that the gold that I put on there is water soluble. So once you touch it with a little bit of water, then it kind of gets wet and starts to move. And oh boy, look at that. Wow. That does work nicely. Okay, let's hit it with some water and see what happens. Just a little water. Oh yeah. Just kind of. Yep. Yes, I like that. We'll have the dark and the light competing with each other. I wonder if it would do this way. Let's try. I have scribbled on some stuff with it, but I haven't done much with this. And I got it around Christmas time. This one already has a little line. But yeah, this is really nice. I wonder, I mean, I just looked at these. I know they didn't have too many colors in this line, but that'd be kind of cool if they got more colors, because it does work the way they say it does. Works good. I'm interested now. It says that you can put it on glass. I think we should try that at some point. Got a gunky with that off. Yeah. Yep, I like it. I think less water on it is better. Just a little. Just tiny little bit of water. Look at that. I think it's getting better. And it doesn't matter if this turns out wonderful or not, because you can always put something on top of it and have it be just the background. It doesn't have to be the focal point. It can be just the background. And so, just like that, I'm a lot happier with this. We have a shadow, we have a highlight. I like that. Okay, I'm going to pause you for a second, get some of this cleaned up, and see where I'm taking this next. I changed my mind. I'm going to put a little bit of this Derwent bark in some of these little crevices in the middle to give it a little definition. Just some of these little circular areas. Not all of them. Wouldn't that look cool if we had a little bit of a shadow right underneath these? If you're watching these in order, I talked about having a lot of snow. And we did. But the snow's almost gone now. So that's kind of cool. That means that we are going to have a spring. I don't know where you're watching this, but I hope you already have spring. It is May 6th when I'm recording this. And it's a wonderful thing to have May weather, right? Oh, I did it. Oh, no, I did it here. Okay, and then I'm just going to go back and hit each one of these with a little bit of water. And give it a little bit right on the white side. That's what I'm seeing. Maybe I'll hate this too. Maybe I'll get done with it and I'll be like, you know what, that really is stupid. Just never know. Okay, I'm going to hit those with water away from the camera so you don't have to sit here and watch all this. Sorry, I can't just go away and not let you guys see this happening, because look, it is really, really awesome. Just look at that. Just, I mean, if you're into art, if you're not into art and you want to be in art, the products that you can find out there now, like this, is just flabbergasting. I mean, it just makes me so happy to see something that works so well. And I'm just like giving it just the smallest amount of water just to give a shadow. Look at that. It just brought it alive. You can see all the parts. I hope you can see this. I love it. This is just turning out much better than I even thought. If you want a little more or a little less, you just take your watery paintbrush and swoosh it away, or a paper towel. If you want more, then get your little pencil out and give yourself a little more. But look at how it's just making everything stand out more. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Love when things happen that you want to have happen. Sometimes you have to go through things to get the end result that you actually wanted. Sometimes you have to go through something. And it's okay. It's okay. Sometimes you have to go through something that's very painful. Or maybe just something that just didn't work the way you wanted it to. And then on the other side of it, it turns out even better. Okay, now I'm going to take a step back from this and give it a look-see. Because that's another thing. When you're having a problem with an art project, or any project for that matter, step back away from it. Just take a step back. Think about it for a minute. Maybe fresh eyes in the morning. When things are at their roughest and you're just thinking, this is a total crap-a-rama. It's not always. Sometimes it's just you need to think about it differently. Isn't that the way the life works? If you just think about it differently for a few minutes, things can look a whole lot different. I'm just loving it. See, right here, I got a little bit too much. And like that. But now I'm loving it. And it's giving it depth. Look at that. It's making it I like it. Why didn't I start with this in the first place? Ha 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 ha. Yeah. Sorry, this is getting long, but you know what? Sometimes when you're in the zone, things get long. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm gonna take a step back, give it a look-see, and then I'll be back to you. Okay, so I also was taking this Derwent Bark 2000, And I'm going to go around the edges a little bit with it because I'm just thinking this just needs a frame of some sort. It needs to be framed in here somehow. So I like this corner. If you can see that, yeah. I really like that corner. I liked how it turned out off camera, of course. So I'm going to do this one too. I'm just going to kind of blend it out a little bit. And this stuff does blend really nicely too. So you can put it on just about any art project. I mean, they're chocolate. And they also have the Chinese ink. Those are beautiful colors as well. Along with all their colors. I mean, I can pick out one or two here and there, but man, I'll show you. I have the entire, as far as I can tell, it's the entire set. I got all of it. I was very happy when I got those for Christmas. I was shocked because I asked for them, but the entire thing is a little pricey. So yeah, I like that. I like that. Let's do it this way too. You know, it's very difficult to write with two different things in your hands. Let's just give this a little bit of a line this way. I know it's already dark, but just feels like it to me. It just feels like it needs it. Yep. Yep, just that little bit of framing. Yep. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Whoever's watching. I don't know if you're a dude or a dudette. That's what I call my son-in-law. He calls me dudette. I call him dude. I'm like, hey, dude. He's like, hey, dudette. I love that. Okay. Now. Yeah. Yeah. I think that brought it right together. I think that made it good. Yep, yep, yep. Yes, 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 yes. I like it. I like that. What do you think? Tell me in the comments. If this was a total disaster, or you're glad I kept going, or what else? You should have stopped at this point. I know I've watched so many videos of people and I've thought, why are you messing it up? It's so beautiful. And you just messed it all up. And then it ends up being pretty too. But there's always that point where I'm like, don't do it. Yelling at the screen. Do not. Stop it. Stop it. You're gonna ruin it. You're just gonna ruin it. Let's see if that's making any. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. 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 Yep, yep. I was thinking of trying to find something to put on top of this, and now I've changed my mind. I think it's just going to be finished. See how things happen? Suddenly you're just like, what in the world? And then you're like, I like it. I like it just like it is. Okay. I am going to take another second to step back and look at it, and I'll be right back to you. Okay, right after I finish with this little... Oh, it's just so hard to stop. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, I looked around. I'm looking at the screen here thinking, yeah, that looks good. Okay. I looked around at all the stuff I have, and I thought about these. This is a die that I got from the Dollar Tree. It is literally adorable. Literally. And so I was thinking maybe I would put this all the way across and top and bottom. But as I was thinking, my mind changed, as it does often. And just so you know, this little die cuts this beautiful little, it cuts it right into the, and it doesn't come out, it just cuts it right in there. And then so I cut it out around, cut out many of them, and then you're left with this adorable little, wouldn't that look cute on a something, or even as a stencil? You could like just put some color on there. That'd be so cool. Anyway, I digress. I got my Stays On jet black ink. I love this stuff. And I was thinking, I got these little stamps, this little stamp set from the Dollar Tree. These ones are Lily of the Valley, one of my very favorite flowers of all times. And so I was like, I wonder if we put these around the edges and then colored them with white ink and the leaves, get everything all nice and colored. I was thinking that might work really, really good. This is another one of those like, oh my goodness moments. Holy cow. Because I am shooting from the hip here. Because I didn't try this ahead of time, because how do you try this ahead of time? So I'm thinking I'm just going to, instead of, maybe a little more ink on this side. Instead of putting it on one of my ink, my stamp holders, I'm just going to use my fingers again. Get all nice and messy, of course. I don't know if that top one's going to stay. I keep touching it. But anyway, we're just going to do this quick like a bunny. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, right? I know it's moving. Ugh. Well, you know, this might just be one of those things where it just doesn't do what I want it to do. Hey, sorry if I'm using that wrong, because I don't even know what it means. Let's try it again. Let's see what happens. Right? What's the worst thing can happen? It doesn't come off again, or it makes a double, or... That really isn't all that bad. That isn't that bad. Really isn't. For all the bumples that are in there, holy moly. Not bad at all, really. Really, really, actually very good. Okay, I'm going to get another wipey. Just to clean these off real quick, because Stays On stays on. That's why they call it that. It's very, very, it's good. It's very good stuff. And then we're going to let that one dry for a minute. I'm thinking, yeah, this little one over here might be easier too. Maybe I'll try the block. I have this little teeny tiny block. I have no idea where I got it. Maybe Walmart, maybe the Dollar Tree a while ago. It's messy. Not as messy as some, messier than others. Okay, so I'm just going to put this right there. I'm thinking I probably should have done that with the other one, but I can. Oh, that's good. Do you see that? Do you see that? See, I was thinking that this would not be a good thing to have this right there, but it is. It is. And then I'm going to, I think I'm going to use this little one and put it right next to that one. No, that's not what I'm looking for. That's not what I'm looking for. That one. This one. This one looks like it's going to be the perfect one for me. Sorry, that was noisy. Okay. When in doubt, just try it, right? Just try it. Okay. And I'm going to try to get some of that off of there real quick. A little dabbing, no big deal. I'm trying to see if I can find something to fix this little area. Maybe this one again? That one might work again. Yeah, we're going to try this one up in the corner a little bit. Give it a little more ink. And we're going to try it right up in here. Oh, where's the flowers? Can't even see the flowers right there. Well, the flowers are going to just be behind then. Yeah. Yeah, you can see that a lot better. Yep. I like it. Better. Better. I have no idea how long this video is going to end up being. Oh my goodness, it's going to be long. Okay, so let's see if we can just get those leaves to be a little bit better. See what I mean? If I can get it right back where it belongs. Give it a little squish. Well, that's pretty darn good. Huh. Makes a little bit of a shadow there, but I'm going to cover it in some green ink and some white. So I'm thinking that might be really, really good. Who knows? You may never even see this video. I may be like, no. Once I see the end of it, I may be like, this is totally no. Ain't happening. No. How about just this little bitty tiny guy right here? I know you can't maybe not see that, but let's try that. If anybody watches this entire video, I ought to give them a surprise. What should you get if you watch the entire thing? A pat on the back, man. I like, good job. You watched the whole thing. Heavens to Betsy, you get a crown. Something. Look at, they got this little teeny tiny guy. Look at that. Cutest little thing. And I'm thinking we're going to stick him right up here somewhere, because I can and I want to. Okay. That's just about as clear as mud in some places. That side just did not turn out the way I wanted it to. And that is fine. It happens. This whole project has been a learning experience, if you know what I mean. just been teaching me things, and I am not listening. My teachers would have been like, that's what she does. She sits there and does her own thing. Let's give it a little bit more of a, yeah. Another leaf out here. Oh yeah, that was needed. I like that. I wonder if we can put one going off the page this way. I keep cleaning it and then changing my mind, which I guess is not a problem. Yeah. I like the little extra leaves they give you. I mean, seriously, for $1.25. $1.25, and you get all of this. You can make bundles of beautiful little flowers, and if you want to say that they're a different flower, they're not lily of the valley, then you can do whatever you want to do. Yeah, you can make this your own. If anybody tries this, you get an award. I want to see if somebody tries this, because it's got to be better than this. I've been disappointed in this thing, and I've been disappointed in this thing. And then I've been disappointed in it again. Oh well, it is what it is, right? That's my sister Sandy's favorite phrase. Okay, so I have this Pentel. Oh, yeah, it is right in the way. Silly. Okay, Pentel Milky Pop pen. It writes really good. We'll see. We'll see if we can see it on here. I'm going to turn this upside down and then just give it a little, because Lily of the Valley are white. So I'm just going to, usually the more you use this thing, the better it gets going. And if this doesn't do it for me, then I'm going to get my, yeah, I think I'm going to get my Dr. P.H. Martin and do that, because I think there's just a little bit too much bumples on here for it. And it is just not working. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm pulling out all the stops now, because I want this to work. I want this to be good. I did take some of my P.H. Martin pen white, and now I'm going to be using some of Dr. P.H. Martin's iridescent green and possibly Liquitex acrylic ink sap green permanent. So I put a few of the little white flowers in, just gently here and there, just trying to put them in there where they belong. But I didn't want you to have to sit through all of this while I'm just kind of trying it. So some of them are behind, some of them are in front. This one turned into just a little blob. That's weird. And I have 2 batches of this sitting beside me. The watered down version and the not so watered down version, so that I can pull from both. I tried, this is so dark, but I tried some Derwentinktense field green. And that's why you can see a tinge of green here. But it is such a dark area that I want it to show. I want it to show up a little bit. I don't want it to be so dark. I mean, I do. But I thought maybe a little bit of this iridescent green might be nice. And I don't want you to have to watch all of this. But then on the other hand, when I'm watching somebody paint, I like to see the entire process. That's up to you. You can speed me up, slow me down, whatever you want to do. Entirely up to your preference. There's a little lip on that one right there. I can kind of get it a little bit with a darker. Yeah. But I like this. I think this iridescent on top of the other. It may need something underneath it to really show up well. But I think this is better. Just a little bit of something, just so you can see, and then get a little bit of that the dark acrylic ink and put it on top. Oh, that's just lovely. Lovely, I say. Just a little tiny, 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 tiny. Tiny, tiny, tiny. Oh, and this is an art brush 0 with a point. Just another little brush I got. There's a little bit of places up here. But if you're going to do this, do it right? Just get the whole thing. Give it a little bit of a stem here and there so you can see where they're coming from. Okay, I like that side. I think that white really pops nicely over there. So let's try this side real quick. Let's try it with just the iridescent, see what happens. I mean, this side is much lighter. I mean, super duper. Super duper lighter. Yeah, it definitely needs some of the darker with it. Liquitex acrylic inks. They're fantastic too. I like all of the products. Yeah. A little bit of in here just to give it a little definition. Give this one a little bit of this. Zhuzh. Try not to get the flowers too much. My paper is just crinkly because it's got so much product all over it. Okay, and we'll give it a little. Yeah. Okay. I think this is fantastic. Okay, now we're going to do those little white flowers real quick, and this is going to be done. I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it, and I'm going to call it done because this has gone on long enough, and I'm ready to do something else. Yes, I was extremely excited about this in the beginning, and I thought it was going to be fantastic. And if you think it's fantastic, please let me know, because I would love to hear if you think that this is still fantastic the way I thought it was going to be. But if you think that I could have done this or that, please let me know. I would love to hear what you think. Sure glad I didn't do this as a live class. Dude. I am doing a live class in person soon. I was asked to come and do a class. We're going to do if you haven't watched it, you need to go back and watch my video for the songbooks. They saw my art for the songbooks and they were like, whoa, can you come do it for our retreat or whatever it is that I'm not sure. But I was like, sure. I'm pretty excited about it. I found another leaf. I found another part of a leaf. I'm going to have to remember to go back and give that a little zhuzh of green. But see, this is not, it's not tedious. This is like so relaxing. As long as I have my reading glasses on, I enjoy painting little tiny things. Oh, I found another leaf. That's what happens. You start painting, you're like, oops, I found a leaf. But how easy is this anyway? I mean, this was an experiment, truly, because of having a piece of purple paper sitting there looking at me, going, I need something done to me. So even if it turns out to be something that I'm not really crazy about, I think it still is good. I think it's turned out okay. Oh, that's really dark. That's really, really dark. Really dark. Get to hit those 2 little leaves that are inside. Maybe give them a little bit of a, those little drips get on the side of your paintbrush. And then they like to drip down when you're not expecting it. And suddenly you have green sparkles in a place you didn't really want them to be. So, okay. It's not exactly what I was hoping for. It might still need something, but I do love this little area. And often there's like a part of something that you're like, okay, this, if we just cut it in half, I would love that. It's delicate and beautiful, and it looks like they just grew out of there. This side kind of went awry for me. I expected more, and it didn't. It's my own fault. I should have put it on the block right away, and I didn't. It's okay, though. It's still good. But anyway, okay. I'm going to look at it, and I'm going to say, yeah, it's okay. I like it. It doesn't always have to be the end-all, be-all thing that you painted. Sometimes it's just like, I don't know. Oh, excuse me. Don't know if you heard that or not, but some of these little flowers didn't quite make it, so I'm going to just give them a little bit of a... But it's okay. Nothing, it doesn't always have to be perfect, right? And you may show it to somebody and be like, it wasn't the greatest one I've ever done, but it's okay. And somebody may be like, whoa, no, I thought that was fantastic. And see, I'm just kind of mimicking the other flowers right now. Little flowers I can see. Giving them a little bit of a... just so you can tell where it is. A little bit of black pen is always a handy thing to have around. I'm thinking it's turned out better the more I'm doing this. Just giving it a little bit of definition here and there. Wow. Okay. I like that much better now. You got some in the background, some in the foreground, some around here, some peeking. We're going to use this stamp again because I don't think it got its fair due. Because I did it wrong with my finger on a bumpy surface. That was just silly. Why would I do that? Why? Poor little thing. Gave it a raw deal. Okay, and I think these are all good. Yeah. I think they're all good. Okay. I'm going to call it done, I think. I don't know what lilacs have to do with the rest of it, but that's what I thought. I hope you like this. I hope you learned something. I hope this is going to be one of those honest videos where I'm like, yes, it's good. I like it. I just saw it differently, and so it's fine. Anyway, it was an experiment. We took purple paper, put a napkin on top, and then all kinds of color, and then wiped it off, put more defining colors around the stencil. Oh yeah, we did put a stencil in there too. And then I did stamps and ink, and I'm sure tomorrow I'll look at it and be like, yes, that is absolutely fine. It's good. Let's see if we move some paper out of the way. Maybe it'll look different without this icky piece of paper in the way. Yeah, look at that. I think it looks better without that paper there. That paper was bugging me. Yeah, okay. Now that I'm looking at it in a different light, on a different surface, I'm thinking, that's not half bad. Okay. Scroll it in for you so you can see a little bit better. What do you think? I'd love to hear what you think. Please tell me. I would love to hear your comments and your thoughts. And I would love to see a thumbs up or down. Depending on whether you like what you see me doing today or not. But yeah, this might be my longest video yet. So subscribe to my channel, and I'm sure we're going to have ups and downs in this journey. But every time you do art, every time you try something new, you're going to learn something. Something different's going to happen. You're going to have a different scenario, and you're going to grow. You're going to grow, and you're going to get better every single time you try something different. So if you try it, let me know. And I would love to hear what you think about this. So like, comment, subscribe, share it with a friend, hit that bell notification, and I will see you again very soon with something amazing. Have a great day. Much love and peace to you all. God bless. Bye-bye.